Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Tokyo Tropic Turtles Draft to Glory franchise mode here in MLB The Show 24. So, in last episode, we simulated the rest of the regular season, and we have made it back to the postseason, which is great. It was another great year for this team. If you look at the standings, you can see we finished 96 and 66, so it was a little bit of a downfall from last year. However, you can see some of our rankings if I remove my face that our contact got almost into the top 10. We still have very good power and good pitching. Our defense is still kind of not that great, and same with our speed, but we are improving in areas we weren't good in last year, which is nice. We also did finish as the best team in the entire league. So it was a great year for this team, especially because of the fact that we were getting great pitching from guys, especially like Kazuhito Hayashi, who ended up winning the AL MVP, which was fantastic. And he also won the Cy Young, of course, going 22-2. With a very good ERA and a below 1 whip. So he had a fantastic season, and obviously he's going to be one of those guys we got to look to in the playoffs and hope that he has good numbers as well in the postseason, because obviously that would help us win a lot. But he's already put together quite the repertoire, as you can see, making 2 All-Star games, getting a Cy Young, a Rookie of the Year, and an MVP, and he's only 26 years old, has only played 2 full seasons. So looking forward to seeing what he could do in years to come if we are to do more years of this, depending on if we win a World Series or not. But yeah, it's been a great season for this team, and hopefully it can continue to do that into the postseason as well, because we are going to be taking on the Houston Astros, which are kind of a tough opponent, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I think they won the World Series last year. I've got to double check on that. Yes, they did. So they've won the World Series one time in the last 2 years. Actually, last year, I guess, was technically the Angels, based on what it says here. But the year before, it looks like Houston won, I think. Yeah. Or actually, it was Diamondbacks that won. Yeah, it was the Diamondbacks that won, I guess, in the World Series last year. Houston was the year before that. So Houston has a lot of experience, and that's something we don't have a ton of. But they do have, I'd say, a little bit worse of a roster than us. I'll briefly show you guys what they look like again, and then we'll get into our comments from the last episode. But Houston does pose a bit of a threat. They won their wild card series, and this is what their team looks like. You can see the pitching isn't super strong compared to ours. Like, obviously, we have a lot better higher overall players, but that doesn't really mean anything when it comes to the postseason. So this is their rotation: Pinheiro, Battle, Harrison, Rowley, and Priester. So it's a little bit of a mix of a rotation. They got only the one left-handed pitcher. I think we have at least 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then in their bullpen, they have a good mix of righties and lefties. And not anybody super crazy there. They have a good setup guy with Haynes, and is an 87 overall, but once again, he didn't play good as an 87 overall. Meanwhile, you got guys like a 77 overall who played really well. So we got to watch out sometimes for the lower end talent players as well, because if their attributes are good, they're going to perform as well. And then in terms of their batting, they're more of, like, I'd say, a batting team that has good offense than a pitching team. If we go to their stats here, you can see their pitching rotation, or not pitching rotation, their batting order versus right-handed pitchers is pretty deep. They don't have anybody below an 81 overall. They have guys that perform really well, like Steve Cortez, the 99 overall guy. This is one guy we got to watch out for sure. He's been a career, like, kind of almost a 300 hitter, which is kind of insane. And yeah, he picks up like 30 home runs a season and over 100 RBIs usually. He might be on the downfall a little bit soon, but he is a fantastic player with that backloaded contract. And then in terms of their other players, you can see they also have some other solid players that hit really well in that wildcard series, especially Orelvis Martinez, who hit a 615, which is pretty damn insane. And yeah, you have some other guys that kind of struggle near the bottom of their order, so I'm hoping that's where we can maybe take advantage of them a little bit and throw some good strikeouts, so that way we only have to technically go up against the guys like Cortez, Martinez, this Deutzman guy as well. So I think we have a chance, but obviously it's going to take a lot of work. They finished 87 and 75 on the season despite being a wild card team, so they actually had a pretty good record. And based on their rankings compared to us, I didn't actually take a look at this. They are second in contact, first in power, so they have passed us in the power ranking because we are number 2 in power. They have better contact than us. Their pitching is way worse. Theirs is 16th, ours is 1st. They're third in defense, though. Ours is 24th. And their speed is 16th, ours is 18th. So they might have us technically in more categories than we have them, which is not great. So this is going to be probably a tough series nonetheless. Hopefully we can find a way to get to the ALCS because we didn't get there last year. Last year we lost to the Yankees. It would have been nice to get to the ALCS last year, but obviously if we could get to it this year or the World Series, I would be very happy because I just want this team to be able to win before we end up starting to lose guys, because if we start to lose players, then this team is obviously going to be on a major drop-off. But anyways, let's get in your guys' comments down, see what you guys have to say about last episode, and then we'll finally get into this ALDS matchup with the Houston Astros. So the only comments are from Nick Buck or Barons OC. I'm going to go over two of them because the third one is his minor league stock watch, which we're not going to really pay attention to the minor leagues at this point just because we're going into the playoffs. So I will read you guys his major league stock watch though, because obviously it impacts our MLB team. So he gave the Aussie Award a +5 to Kazuhito Hayashi and Theodore Lee. So Theodore Lee had a great breakout season. Kazuhito Hayashi obviously won the MVP and all that, so he deserved a +5 as well. So both of those guys getting a nice potential boosts. Then for +3, Eric Yamamoto, Tom Koo, David Sasaki, Stanley Oka, and Vincent Seo got some boost to +3. So a lot of those guys going up in potential as well. And we had one guy that lost some potential, and that was Walter Jung. Despite this being his best year, he never reached his true potential. So he's dropped down to, I believe, like a 91 potential. So he's got a little bit of a drop-off, but he is still going to be hopefully one of our better relievers, I would hope, in the playoffs. But obviously, we will try and turn to him at some point if we need a long reliever because he's got great stamina compared to some of these other guys. We also have Sato, who was fantastic. So a lot of these guys we could turn to, and I feel safe with doing so. At least I would hope they would do well for us in the postseason. And finally, Nick also says Kaz 22 wins put him tied for 7th in wins in a season since 1991. So he had the 7th most amount of wins as a pitcher, a starting pitcher, since 1991, which is kind of insane. 22 wins. I thought it would be a lot higher up than 7th, but I guess there are some pitchers that would go like perfect, like 30-0 or something like that, or 28 and something. But yeah, it was a really, really good year for Kaz. Obviously, his first season, he was 17-2, so he just wins so much games compared to losing. Like, we don't really have another pitcher that does that. Because even Parker Iwamura obviously started early in his career where he wasn't winning a lot of games. So he has a career record of 64 and 136 because his first season, he didn't win a single game. So it's kind of interesting to see how our pitchers are developing in that front. But anyways, I think we are ready to get into this matchup with Houston. Obviously, this might take a while depending if it goes all the way to a Game 5 scenario. I'm kind of hoping that we could sweep them or something like that, so that way we could kind of feel a little bit safer about our opportunity to win a World Series this year. Because obviously, I'd say we're probably one of the favorites, but obviously Houston, if they could get past us, they could probably get past anybody at this stage. So anyways, let's get into this first game of the series. We have home field advantage, so let's use it to our advantage. First game, 7:05 drop, so it's a nighttime game. Then we have an afternoon game. Then the rest of them are night games. Interesting. All right, view organization's games. Let's get to this. We'll start Parker for game 1. I know I could technically go to Kaz for game 1, considering he just won a Cy Young and MVP, but we got to go with our current rotation, and obviously we could rework it if need be. So, because if Kaz could close out a series, that would be fantastic too. So let's start with Parker. We do not have 2 valid lineups. What do you mean? I thought we adjusted our lineup already. Oh, there you go. One of our lineups isn't adjusted because, who was it? Oh, yeah, we sent down somebody, I think, in last episode. So we'll put Oka in that spot, I guess. Actually, it was William Chung maybe we were going to put in that spot, right? Because against lefties, yeah, I'll probably put William Chung in. Actually, he can't play shortstop, though. Trying to think of what I would do here. And maybe I'll keep it like this for the time being. Okay, there we go. So that is addressed, and we are ready to actually get into this now. I didn't realize that the lineup part was screwed up a little bit. But anyways, let's get into this matchup with Houston and see what we could do here. We are obviously going to go to Quick Manage. And that is good. Boom, boom. Ready for game number 1. Oh, I hope we can make some right decisions here with this team, and hopefully we could win. So, yeah, Parker will start game 1. Stan will start game 2. And then Kaz could be potentially the guy to close out the series. So, yeah, let's go to Parker and hope that we could have a good game here against this team. Perfect. All right, let's get into this pitch. Solo home run to start the game for Houston. Well, that's not a great way to start it off, as Parker Whitewormer gives up a home run on the first pitch of the game. Well, that's not great. But then again, when you score runs early, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Am I in a good spot still? Yeah, I guess my face is okay. A ground out, and strikeout. So after giving up a home run on the first hit, at least we got a good little response there. But yeah, that's not a great way to start it off. Yamazaki's going to walk to start. Okay, that's a good way to start it off for us. Yokoyama hits into a fielder's choice. That's unfortunate. Sato is up to bat. I could try and steal second, but I feel like it's too early to do that. So Kevin Sato hits into a double play. Man, maybe I should have tried to steal there. Would have been risky, but strikeout there. Single there for Mauricio. Let's try and pick him off. Hoover flies out. Pick off Ray. Doesn't work. All right, we got out of it. We've still given up 2 hits already, which is not really good for our pitching, but hopefully we can find a way to get back into this. We have a lot of time too, so... Tom Lee up to bat. He strikes out. Theodore Lee grounds out, and Sasaki strikes out. Hopefully our bats don't run dry in this playoff run, because that would suck. Ooh, double for Lawler. That's not great. Sandoval pops up. Let's keep on trying to pick off Lawler. Valera, runner thrown out, trying to go home. That's huge. And Cortez walks. They have 2 men on base for Frank Deutschman. Can we get out of the situation? No, we cannot. We're down 4-0. Sometimes it's good to be down this much early, though, because your team rallies back. But at the same time, I am not too happy with how Parker's been playing in this first game. I thought he would be a lot better, based on him being one of our best pitchers on the team. But, yeah, Houston is definitely showing that they're a great hitting team. Like I said, if they get past us, I think they win the World Series this year. Pop up there. Okay, Nomo, we need your power swing in here. Swing, grounds out. Oka, doubles. Okay, nicely done, Stanley. I could try and steal third, but I feel like it's a risk. So Vincencio brings in a 2-run shot. It's 4-2. Okay, we're back into this game. We're back into this game. Like I said, it's not good sometimes to score runs early, because obviously then you could blow games. And I've had games where I've been up by a lot going into like the 8th inning, and then obviously the other team ends up winning somehow. So who knows? Maybe we could come back in this one. It's only 4-2 now. Peter Yamazaki will ground out. Yokoyama will hit a single. Okay, we might as well try and steal because it's 2 outs. And he gets caught, of course. Ronnie Mauricio for them, singles. We're giving up way too much hits here early on. Dexter Hoover walks. Oh, no. Come on, Parker. You got to get out of the situation, buddy. Got to get out of it. Fly out. Okay, that's good. Jordan Lawler scores in another run. It's 5-2. Parker's probably going to be coming out after the 5th inning, I would assume. He's been pretty bad so far, but I would prefer to keep him in a little bit longer. But I don't know if that's a bad idea. Strikeout there, and fly out. Okay, good. Kevin Sato up to bat. Singles. Nice. He's got really good stealing. Should I try and steal? Let's try and steal. And he gets caught. God damn it, man. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to steal so early into this game. Tom Lee, singles. Theodore Lee, singles. Damn, we would have had bases loaded if I didn't try and steal in that first one. David Sasaki hits into a double play. Oh my goodness. That is unfortunate. And yeah, we're going to take out Parker, I think, already. And I'm going to bring in Leonard Sato. So Cortez grounds out. Deutschman singles. Martinez flies out. Also, if we lose the first 2 games of the series, don't count us out yet, because we could win 3 straight out of nowhere. Mauricio grounds out, and we get out of that inning. Nice. Charles Nomo strikes out. Oka grounds out. Seo pops up. Damn it. Hoover up for them, strikes out. Ray grounds out. Lawler doubles. That's not great. Lawler's been really good for them so far in this one. Sandoval strikes out. Yamazaki up to bat so far. Pop up. Yokoyama walks. Okay. Okay. Probably not a good idea still to steal. I feel like maybe it is actually. His energy is getting a little bit lower. Let's try and steal. And he does steal. So Yokoyama is on to second. So the double play ball is out of the situation. Kevin Sato up the bat. He's hitting 500 so far. Can he bring in Yokoyama? No, he cannot, but he does get walked. That does still have the double play ball. Tom Lee in a big spot. If he could somehow drive in all these runs, this game could be tied. So Tom Lee up to bat. Brings in 2 runs. It's a 1-run game. Just like that, as Tom Lee hits a nice bases clearing double, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know for what it would be called. But anyways, it's a one-run game, and Pinero's probably going to get taken out here shortly. So we're still hanging around in this game. I do feel confident that our team could find a way to tie this game up, permitted that the pitching keeps on playing better with Sato in. Theodore Lee, can he bring in his, let's say his cousin Tom Lee? I don't think they're brothers, but can Theodore Lee bring in Tom Lee? They make a pitching change to Felipe Ramos, who's been good so far in their wildcard series. Theodore Lee walks. Okay, we got 2 men on base again for David Sasaki. We only have the 1 out so far. Double play ball is still in the spot, so they might have intentionally walked Tom Lee. I don't know, or Theodore Lee for that matter. Can Sasaki drive in a run? No, he cannot. He flies out. That's unfortunate. Charles Nomo is in a pretty big spot here. He's a great power hitter, but will he be able to hit enough power to get one of these guys in and tie the game up? Charles Nomo brings in the tying run. This game is tied in the 6th inning. It's 5-5. We have clawed ourselves back into it. Like I said, that's why you don't want to have the lead early in games, because for some reason the sim engine in this game, if you have this early lead, a lot of the time you seem to blow the game, it seems. Stanley Oka looking to give us the lead. He does not do it. We go into the 7th, still tied at 5. Valera pops up. Cortez strikes out. Deutzman flies out. Sato's been great so far for us. Vincent Seo up to bat. And Nava comes in for them as a pitcher. Okay, so they're changing to their second reliever already. Seo strikes out, or grounds out, I should say. Peter Yamazaki grounds out as well. And Yokoyama flies out. We go to the 8th. I feel like I should keep Sato in for a little bit longer. I don't want to keep him in too long, because obviously it would be nice to go to him in another game. So let's just do one more inning maybe with Leonard. Single there for Relvis Martinez. Let's try and pick him off. Ronnie Mauricio pops up. Nice. Dexter Hoover walks. They have 2 men on base with only the 1 out. Maybe we could try and get a double play, but Brady Ray strikes out. That's a huge strikeout there for Leonard. As Jordan Lawler is up to bat. He's been great so far in this game. How much hits does he have? He's 3 for 3. He is their DH after all, so this is a little bit scary. Can we get Lawler out? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Sato up to bat. Obviously, he missed a lot of time during the season due to injury, but having him back in the lineup is a nice little fail-safe. Let's see what he does here. Swings, flies out, damn it. Tom Lee walks. Tom's on base. I could try and steal, but I feel like it's a risk, but there's also the double play situation for Theodore. What do I think? Should I go? What pitcher is Nava? He is a right-handed pitcher. How good is Theodore against righties? Not super good, but he's way better against lefties. Let's go for the swing. Theodore Lee, singles. Nice. Okay, we got 2 men on base with only the 1 out. Obviously, double play ball is still in situation. David Sasaki in a big spot. He could potentially give us the lead going into the 9th if he's able to hit here. He has not hit so far, which is not great. But I don't think I have anybody I would pinch hit him for. So Sasaki up the bat, and he brings in the leading run. We are up 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Great comeback so far from the boys. We just need to be able to find a way to lock this down too. Maybe get some more insurance. Charles Nomo back up to bat again. He has an RBI tonight. Can he bring in any more? They make a pitching change to Ben Harris, who is another one of the relievers. He's an old guy at this point. Nomo swings and he flies out. Stanley Oka up the bat on a 2 outs, and he walks. We have bases loaded with 2 outs for Vincent Seo. Seo has 1 home run tonight. Can he have a grand slam in game 1? No, he does not. Okay, that's fine. We will make a pitching change to our closer. We will go with our closer, which is Tom Koo. So Tom Koo looking to close out this game in the 9th inning. Will he be able to do it? He also missed a good amount of time due to injury this season. Sandoval flies out. Valera grounds out. Cortez, the last guy to hope for Houston. And he grounds out as well. We come back and win 6-5 in game 1. Absolutely huge win for the team there on home field. As Vincent Seo gets player of the game, going 1 for 4 with a run, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Big story in our comeback. Leonard Sato gets credited with the victory, going 4 innings with 4 strikeouts and no runs allowed, which is awesome. So great way to start off our playoff run. Hopefully we could do more of that in game 2, 3, and beyond that as well. Okay, I think we're going to keep the team obviously the same for the next game. Obviously, we're going to have a different starting pitcher, which is going to be Stan the Man Nguyen. We'll see if he could help us go up to nothing, because that would be nice. So we'll go quick manage here again. Try and get into this a little bit faster this time, because I know these episodes usually are long as shit if I end up going 5 games in a series. So don't want this to go to game 5 in this episode to be like an hour and a half long. All right, so Stan is in. And that is our lineup. We are ready for game number 2. Omar Rodriguez off for them. He grounds out. So at least it was better than last game, because last game they hit a home run on the first hit. Orelvis Martinez grounds out, and Steve Cortez strikes out. Good start. Yamazaki up to bat. He walks. Okay. Yokoyama flies out. Kevin Sato flies out, and Tom Lee will walk. We got 2 men on base with 2 outs. For Theodore Lee, who's been good so far here in the postseason. Does he have another hit in him? No, he does not. Okay. Deutschman up for them, strikeout. Alcantara grounds out, and Lawler grounds out as well. Really good start for Stan the Man. David Sasaki now up to bat, grounds out. Charles Nomo, who had an RBI last game, walks. Okay. Nomo's having a solid postseason so far. Stanley Oka up to bat. He hits into a fielder's choice. Vincent Seo, who had a fantastic last game, the player of the game in last game. What will he do here to start this game? He hits in a run. Vincent Seo off to a great start this postseason. Let's go. If anybody's going to be a hero, Vincent Seo is going to be that guy, it seems like right now. Which is fantastic, because he was one of our first picks of this franchise mode, if I remember right. Peter Yamazaki looking to bring in Seo. He does not. We are up 1-0 after 2 innings. Mauricio grounds out. Rocker strikes out. And Ray strikes out. Stan is on his game here early on, which is great. We need that from Stan. And like I said, we get to potentially go to our Cy Young winner in next game, which will be huge if we are up 2-0 at that point in the series. Yokoyama. Oh my goodness, I just burped. Yokoyama walks. Okay, that's a good start. Kevin Sato, fielder's choice, of course. I could try and steal with Sato because he's got great stealing, but I think Archie Battle still has enough energy that he won't. He'll be able to gun him out. But then again, I don't know if that really matters too much in this game. Tom Lee strikes out. Damn, maybe I should have tried to steal. And Theodore Lee will pop up as well. So it's still 1-0 going into the 4th. Let's see if Stan has another good inning in him. Ground out, single. So there's the first hit he's given up this game. Cortez hits into a double play, though. Fantastic stuff from Stan so far. Love to see it. Sasaki up to bat now for us. He hits a single. Charles Nomo strikes out. Stanley Oka singles. We got 2 men on base with only the 1 out. The double play ball is in this spot. But Vincent Seo is up to bat. He's got 3 RBIs so far this postseason. Can he get in another run? No, he cannot. Yamazaki has no hits so far here in the postseason, which is not great. So we need some stuff from Yamazaki here going forward for sure. Can Yamazaki bring in Sasaki? And no, he cannot. He lines out. That's okay. We're still up 1-0. This game has definitely been more of a pitching battle because we've only given up the 1 hit so far. They've given up only 3 hits. So it is definitely a close game, this one. Deutschman doubles. Oh boy, that's not great. They lead off double. Alcantara flies out. Jordan Lawler flies out. That's huge that we get back-to-back like flyouts. Ronnie Mauricio strikes out as well, so we get out of the situation after giving a lead-off double. I like that. Yokoyama lines out. Sato singles. We will try and steal here. And we do steal. Sato is in scoring position. Tom Lee looking to bring him in. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Theodore Lee looking to bring him in. No, he cannot. We're kind of struggling for offense in this game for sure, but Stan has been great, so that's helped us out a lot. Russell Rocker for them, ground out. Brady Ray singles. That's not great. Omar Rodriguez, double play again. Let's go, Stan. Let's go. So Stan, the Man Nguyen, has only allowed 3 hits through 6 innings. He's been great. We will probably take him out soon, but not yet, because obviously he probably still has a lot of energy, I would assume. Their pitcher is getting a little bit tired, so he might be coming out relatively soon, even though he's been good. Sasaki flies out. Charles Nomo flies out. Stanley Oka singles. We might as well try and steal since we have 2 outs already. And we do steal successfully. Stanley Oka is now on second with 2 outs. Archie Battle is getting pretty low on energy as well, so he might come out here soon. But Seo has a chance to drive in another run. Can he do it? No, he cannot. That sucks. Alright, we'll keep staying in for one more inning, I think, here. Fly out. Cortez lines out. Deutschman strikes out. Stan is playing phenomenal so far. Archie Battle has been actually pretty good for them as well, to be honest. But he is likely coming out here soon. Yamazaki, they do make their change right there. Felipe Ramos back in for them. Yamazaki strikes out. Yokoyama strikes out. And Kevin Stato grounds out. We are going to make our pitching change, I think, already. Or we could maybe go one more inning. Stan has been great so far. Because if I could go one more inning with Stan, then I could bring in Tom Koo to close out the game again. Yeah, let's go with Stan, and if he gets into a bad spot, maybe we'll bring somebody else in. Kevin Alcantara strikes out. Lawler strikes out, and Mauricio walks. Let's try and pick him off. Rocker, fielder's choice. We are going to the bottom of the 8th, still up 1-0. Fantastic. Tom Lee up to bat, and they do make another pitching change to Ben Harris. Lee grounds out. Theodore Lee strikes out. Sasaki grounds out. We head to inning 9. Tom Koo looking to close out his 2nd consecutive game. Brady Ray grounds out. Omar Rodriguez walks. We'll try and pick him off. Can't do it. Orelvis Martinez flies out. They're down to their last out again, and it's Steve Cortez. Can we get him out? He singles. Omar Rodriguez somehow got to 3rd. He's in scoring position. We got to be very careful here that Frank Deutschman doesn't put this in play. Can Tom Koo get out of this situation? Yes, he can. We have taken a 2-0 series lead for the 2nd consecutive year in the first round. Stan the Man Nguyen, the player of the game. 8 strikeouts through 8 innings, only giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, and a 1-0 shutout for our team. Fantastic. So just like last year, we've taken the first 2 games because last year we took the first 2 games against the Yankees and then we ended up getting reverse swept. So this is where things will change, hopefully. We are going to be able to go to our ace, I would say, Kazuhito Hayashi, to try and close out the series and get ourselves to the next round. And next round we would probably be starting Parker, probably my guess. So this is looking good so far. Looking good so far. Currently, Boston and Cleveland are tied, so we don't really know exactly who we might face yet if we do get to the next round. St. Louis and the Dodgers will be in the NLCS, okay? Interesting. All right, so let's get to this next game. Waste no time because this episode has already been like 30 minutes around. Can we pull off the sweep and finally win our first playoff series and knock out the Houston Astros? We got to play in their building now, which does suck. But we'll see if we can beat them. I can't remember what their field is called. I know I've played like a Road to the Show where my guy was on Houston before, but I can't remember what their field was called. But anyways, that's where we're headed. Can we win on the road and kind of get revenge for last year in a sense, because last year, like I said, we were up 2-0 and then we blew it. It's Minute Maid Park. That's what it's called. Okay, I could see it below my name. Okay, Minute Maid Park. So can we find a way to win on the road? We go to our ace, Kazuhito Hayashi, who is a lefty. And that's also kind of rare that there's a really good left-handed pitcher like Kaz. So let's get to this and see if we could pull off a sweep. If we can't pull off the sweep, hopefully we can pull off like the gentleman's sweep. Yamazaki singles to start the game. Yokoyama strikes out. Sato singles. Yamazaki's on 3rd with only the 1 out. We could go for the sac fly here early on with Tom Lee. I think that's probably the best option because there's the double play ball in the situation. So yeah, let's go for the sac fly with Tom. And he strikes out. Oh man, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Theodore Lee, can he bring in Yamazaki? He does bring in every single player. It's 3-0 us early on, which might not be good because like what I said in game 1, if you score runs early, you blow games later on. So hopefully that doesn't happen with us because that would suck a lot. Sasaki up to bat now after that home run. He walks as well. Kyle Harrison off to a bad start for them. Charles Nomo singles as well. We are literally almost going through our entire order in this first inning. Vincencio, who's had a great playoff so far, had a little bit of a lackluster game too, but game 1 he was great. Let's see what he does here. Strikes out. Now we go to our man, the myth, the legend, Kazuhito Hayashi, and see how he could do in the postseason. After winning the MVP, you would think he would be a good player in the playoffs as well. Let's see what he's got for us. He gives up a walk to start the game. Pop up there, that's good. Single there. A little bit of a rough start for Kaz, but he could get out of this. He walks him too. Bases are loaded for the Astros. Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good. Like I said, if you blow leads early on, if you get runs early on, sometimes you end up blowing it. And that could happen here if Kaz isn't careful enough. There's the pitch, a strikeout. That's a massive strikeout from Kaz. We got to be careful here. Can we get Jordan Lawler out? He's been one of their best players in the series so far. Hits into a fielder's choice. We get out of the bases loaded jam. It's still 3-0 after the first inning. That's huge. Oka up, flies out. Yamazaki doubles. Yamazaki having a good game so far. Yokoyama walks. We have not bases loaded. 2 guys on first and second. With only the 1 out, can Kevin Sato get a hit here? He cannot. Tom Lee in a good spot again. He flies out though. Alright. Kazuhito Hayashi flies out the first one, grounds out the second one, strikes out the third one. Big inning there from Kaz after he had a little bit of lost his confidence in that first inning. We're out hitting them 5-1 so far, though, which is kind of crazy that they had bases loaded even. Theodore Lee up to bat. He grounds out. Sasaki flies out. Nomo flies out. And we go to the bottom of the third. Rodriguez grounds out. Martinez strikes out. Cortez walks. Let's try and pick him off. Deutzman walks as well. They have 2 guys on base via walk. So I guess Kaz is just walking a bunch of people, but he's not giving up runs right now. Can we get out of this situation with the 2 outs? Kevin Alcantara walks as well. Literally, we walked everybody to load the bases for the second time this game. So even though Kaz isn't giving up hits, he's walking a lot of people in this game, which is kind of scary. Can we get out of the situation again? Jordan Lawler had the opportunity last time to get a grand slam. Hopefully he doesn't get it here. And he does bring in 2 runs. This game is a 3-2 game. See, I do not feel safe scoring runs early on, because now they're back in this game all of a sudden. Can we get Ronnie Mauricio out? Yes, we can. Okay. We still have the lead. We just got to be very careful with the amount of walks we're giving right now. Vincencio can't get out on the base. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Stanley Oka strikes out. Yamazaki grounds out. And just like that, our inning's done. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Still up 3-2. Kaz might come out relatively soon. He's definitely not been as good as he was in the regular season so far. Russell Rocker triples. Oh no, that's going to probably tie the game up. That's probably going to tie the game up unless we could find a way to get 3 straight strikeouts or something. Brady Ray sac flies. This game is tied. Well, just like that, after 2 innings, this game is tied after we were up 3-0. Like I said, you always seem to blow leads when you score early on. The real question is, do we have a response to what they gave us these last few innings? But first, Omar Rodriguez grounds out, and Martinez solo home run. Houston has taken their first lead of the night. God damn it, man. Why is it always like that where you score early, you end up losing? God damn it. Come on, Kaz. You got to get out of this inning because you're going to be getting replaced in the 5th inning, which is not what I had in mind. A single. Oh, my goodness. Strikeout. Okay, there you go. We're still in this game, though. We got to be careful. We got to definitely put in one of our best relievers going forward. So Yokoyama strikes out. Sato walks. We could try and steal. We're going to try and steal. And we steal. Tom Lee. Can he bring in Sato? No. Theodore Lee. Singles. Sato's on 3rd. 2 outs. Double play balls in this situation. We got to be very careful with here with Sasaki. Can Sasaki bring in Sato to tie this game back up again? No, he cannot. And we are making a pitching change. We will be going to Eric Yamamoto to see if Yamamoto could do okay against these guys. But that was a very disastrous performance from our ace, or from our MVP. We need much better of that going forward in the playoffs, because he so far hasn't been that much of a playoff performer, it seems like. So Alcantara up, he grounds out. Lawler doubles. Lawler's been so good for them. Mauricio strikes out. And Russell Rocker pops up. Okay, we're still within one. We just need to find a way to get one run in. Charles Nomo. They make a pitching change to Jacob Nava. Nomo strikes out. Co strikes out. Oka strikes out. We got the side struck out, which is not great. Yamamoto back up again. Grounds out the first guy. Triple from Rodriguez. Jeez, man. There might be going up by 2 runs here unless we intentionally try and walk so we could get a double play, but I feel like that's a huge risk. Yeah, let's just try and get our all these out here. Ground out. Okay, that's huge. That is huge. We want to stay within 1 if we can. Steve Cortez, of course, it's their 99 guy up now. Come on, Eric. You got to get him out here. And he does score a run. This game is now a 2-run lead for Houston. Why do I know that pattern, though? When you score early, you just blow things. We still got time to tie this game up, but it's not looking like a good game 3 here for this team. And then hopefully game 4, if it is a game 4, back in Houston, we're able to find a way to close out this. Because if this ends up being just like last year, where we end up losing on like a reverse sweep, that will really, really suck. Deutschman flies out. We head to the 7th. Yamazaki, they make a pitching change. He'll be going up against Ramos. He walks, okay. Yokoyama singles. We got 2 men on base with no outs so far. That's a great way to start off this 7th inning. Kevin Sato, can he hit in some runs or will he get on base? Hits into a fielder's choice, but Yamazaki is in scoring position. This is a risky thing, but should I go for the sac fly with Tom Lee? I think so, because they're going to try and go for the double play, probably. Let's try to go for sac fly here. They make a pitching change to Ben Harris. We're going to go for the sac fly to try and pull us within 1 here. And we hit into a double play. I knew they were going to try for that double play, man. I knew it. God damn it. Yamamoto will still go up against Alcantara, and we give up a solo shot right away to start the 7th. It's now down by 3 runs. It's a 6-3 game. I hate that I know the pattern with this game, though. With how you start off games. It just sucks. Hey, we had a good response there. We need our offense to show up. It hasn't shown up since the 1st inning. I should have known when we scored 3 runs in that 1st inning right away that we lost. They make a pitching change again. Robert Joyce will come in. Theodore Lee grounds out. Sasaki flies out. Nomo grounds out. We are going to make a pitching change of our own. We are going to go to, I guess we'll just go to Yamashita at this point. I don't really know who. Strike out, line out, and single for this guy. Strike out. Okay, good little inning there from Yamashita. We head to the 9th. We need to score 3 runs and try and claw back into this. We have not scored any runs since the 1st inning. Can we get our offense going again? CO. Thomas Sims, their closer, will come in. We have not seen him yet in the series. CO flies out. Oka strikes out. And Yamazaki lines out. And as expected, we blow that game after scoring runs early. We lose 6-3 in our 1st game in Houston. Orelvis Martinez, player of the game. And Kyle Harrison gets credited with the victory. Damn, man. Okay, well, that sucks. We need a big response in Houston. Vincent Tan, should he be starting the next game? I don't know the energy levels on some of these guys. I don't know if I would trust Vincent Tan here, but maybe I would go to Vincent Tan's just so that way we have maybe a good pitcher to pitch in Game 5. I don't really know. Who is starting this next game? Paul Rowley. Who started Game 1? Nava. Actually, no, it wasn't Rowley. Who started Game 1 for them? Gotta look at their pitching rotation again. Because I honestly want to know if I'm going up against the guy that started Game 1. It might have been Felipe Pinheiro that was in Game 1. Yeah, I think it was Felipe Pinheiro that we played in Game 1. So they aren't going to him for this game. So yeah, we'll go with Vincent Tan because Paul Rowley's lower in their lineup. Paul Rowley has been good so far, though, for them. But we needed some good effort here from Vincent Tan. He's usually one of those guys that go long into games. So can Vincent Tan get us the win? Or am I playing with fire here by playing Vincent Tan in a game like this? I don't know, but that way we have at least an option to go to one of our better pitchers for a potential Game 5. So I just don't want to risk something right now. So Vincent Tan will get the start as we look to close out the series for the 2nd time. Do we have a response? We need our offense to be much better. Maybe I'll rework the batting order a little bit here. So Vincent Tan, let me take a look at this. Who's been actually good so far? Actually, I can take a look at their stats here. Let's see, 200, 222. Let's just reorganize this based on batting average so far this playoffs. Theodore Lee's been really, really good. 182, 200, 300 from Oka. Surprisingly, Oka's been one of the best players on this team right now. And CO has really struggled since game 1. Alright, well, we'll go like that. So the order has been reorganized. We'll see if that helps us this team out or not. But we look to get ourselves to the next round. Can we win our playoff series, or are we going to a game 5 like last year? Theodore Lee will be the leadoff guy in this one. And he singles. That's good. It's good. He's been really solid so far for us. Obviously, we don't know if we want to score runs early on because of last game, but it would be nice to start just scoring a lot too. Kevin Sato flies out. Oka walks. We got 2 men on base again early in this one. Yokoyama flies out. Yamazaki flies out as well. So unfortunately, despite getting guys on base, we can't do anything about it. Sandoval for them grounds out. Valera grounds out. And Cortez will strike out. Good start for Vincent Tan. Tom Lee grounds out. Nomo walks. Okay. CO singles. We got 2 men on base with only the 1 out again. Sasaki, who's the number 9 guy going into tonight's game, he swings and he flies out. Theodore Lee back up to bat. He's been fantastic so far this playoffs. Can he drive in the first run of the game? No, he cannot. Frank Deutschman up for them. Walks, so that's the first guy to get on base against Vincent Tan. Martinez strikes out. Mauricio, stolen base from Deutschman. I knew he was going to try and steal, but I didn't try and actually pick him off. Mauricio, run scored. Houston has taken an early 1-0 lead. Damn it, man. Damn it. I hope our team has learned from the mistakes of last year, though. Double play. Nice little double play ball to get a response from that. Kevin Sato up now. He singles. We could try and steal, but it is early. We're going to try and steal, and we get caught. God damn it, man. Oka pops up. Yokoyama grounds out. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Fly out there, strike out there, and strike out there. Good response, though, from Vincent Tan in that 3rd inning. Yamazaki strikes out. Tom Lee walks. We could still try and steal, but is it a risk? It might be, but we're going to try. Tom Lee gets the 2nd. Charles Nomo looking to drive in the run. We only have the 1 out so far. There's no double play ball. Can he do anything? No, he cannot. Vincent CO back up to bat. He's been a little bit inconsistent. Can he drive in a run? No, he cannot. Oh, man. Our offense has really, really struggled in the last, 11 innings, 12 innings, 13 innings? Yeah, last 13 innings. We've only scored 3 runs, and that was in last game's 1st inning. So our team is definitely on a dry spell right now. It's got to pop up out of nowhere at some point, you'd think, right? Valera for them doubles. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Don't give up those extra base hits. And Cortez makes it 2-0 Houston. And then we give up a walk. Vincent Tan having a little bit of a tough time here in the 4th after a good 3rd inning. And another run scored. God damn it, man. What's with this team? We are not clutch when it comes down to it. We go up 2-0 and then our team falls off. Hopefully we still win in Game 5 if we are going to a Game 5 scenario. Strike out there and fly out there. And a runner thrown out. Okay, good. We're still only down by 3, so we're still in this game, but our team really needs to get the offense going. I might have to call on the bench relatively soon. Sasaki. Theodore Lee doubles. Okay, yeah, Theodore Lee has been really our best player so far. Kevin Sato has been also pretty good. Can he drive in Theodore Lee? He gets walked. Okay, we got 2 men on base with the 1 out. Stanley Oka has been good as well so far. Can he drive in some runs? No, he cannot. Yokoyama's really struggled again. He's been a really good regular season guy, but his playoff numbers just seem to fall off a cliff. Yoko walks in. We have bases loaded with 2 outs for Peter Yamazaki. Yamazaki's also really struggled here so far in the postseason, but he is technically one of our best players. He's only batting a 167 so far in his playoffs, and he's going up against Paul Rowley, who is very low on energy. Can he bring in the runs? We have 2 outs, so we got to be able to just put this in play. Yamazaki flies out. That was a very bad spot, man. If only we'd had like 0 outs at that point, or 1 or 2 outs, or 1 out only. 2 outs always sucks. God damn it, man. Okay, let's keep on going. Reaches on an error for Lawler. That's the first error of the playoffs for us. Sandoval, fielder's choice. Valera, there's a walk. God damn it, man. Strikeout there. And 3-run shot. Vincent Tan has given up more runs again. It is now 6-0. Oh my god. There we go. We got out of that. But we need to have a huge comeback here if we want to win this one. Our offense has been so bad. Even in Game 2, technically, when we won, we only scored 1 run. So the offense is definitely not doing as good as it did in the regular season, as Nomo gets a single. Vincencio also gets a single with 1 out. Can we start the comeback? Maybe we could come back in this one. Sasaki strikes out. Theodore Lee, he's been elite so far in his playoffs with a 4.29. Can he bring in more runs? He walks. Bases are loaded for the second time this game. Kevin Sato is the man. Can he get us back into this game? If he could drive in a grand slam here, we'd only be down by 2, so we'd be back in this game. They might change Paul Rowley here, though, because he is very gassed. Sato brings in 2 runs. We're back into this game. We are down by 4 still, but finally our offense has come through. I'm really surprised that Paul Rowley's still in. Like, that's like the lowest energy I've seen on a player before. Oka has a chance to bring in more people. Can he do it? They make a pitching change. There it is. Can Oka get in Theodore Lee? No, he cannot. We're down 6-2. We are going to make a pitching change here, just because Vincent Tan has been kind of mid. So we are going to go to Walter. Even though he's not the best pitcher in the world, we're going to go do him because we need somebody to go in for like 3 innings maybe. So let's see if he can do good here. And he does good in his first first part of the inning, which is great. We are back into this game, though. We have more hits than them, which is crazy, but we have not been able to score runs. Yoko, doubles. Okay, Yoko Yama, that's a great way to start it off. I know I was calling you out for not being too good, but that's a really good leadoff hit. Can Yamazaki bring him in? No. Can Tom Lee bring him in? No. God damn it, man. We always suck with the runners in scoring position. Charles Nomo. Pitching change. Ben Harris comes in. Can Nomo get a hit here? No. Damn it. That's not good. There's a single, a double play. So far, really good stuff from Walter Jung in this postseason. Vincencio, we head to the 8th inning. We need to get our offense going. We're still down by a lot, and we don't get anything there, which means we're going to be going into the 9th at least down by 4. God damn it. And they get a solo shot. We're going to be down by 5. As, of course, after I said Walter had a good inning, he led sub a home run right there. Oh, boy. This team is just interesting at times. And they have another walk. Another walk. Come on, Walter. You got to get out of this, man. We will. If we go to the 9th down by 5, we're still technically in this game. But if we go down by, like, 8, there's no way we're coming back. There you go. All right. Well, we head to the 9th. We're down by 5. It looks like we're going to be probably going to a Game 5, which is unfortunate. Kevin Sato. Pitching change. They go to Felipe Ramos, who's not even their closer. Sato grounds out. Oka flies out. Yoko grounds out. We head to a Game 5 as Frank Deutschman gets player of the game for them. Unfortunately, Vincent Tan just did not do good enough. I thought he would be okay at least, but he was not. We are just getting mixed results on this team right now. After we outscored them by a score of 7-5 after the first 2 games, we've now been outscored 13-5 in the last 2. And we head back to our home field. So we've been good on our home field, but on the road we just haven't been good so far, which is not good. We are going to reorganize this order again based on batting average permanently. So we'll go with something like this so far. Theodore Lee's been great, like I said, so he's got to be the leadoff guy. 231 here for Nomo. Nomo's actually been one of the better players, which is kind of weird. We'll put Nomo a little bit. Actually, Nomo in the 4 spot is not a bad idea. Oh, man. A lot of people hitting way below what they should be. Vincencio has actually been one of the better players now. I was kind of struggling early on, but he's starting to find himself again, which is good. We'll go with something like that. I think that's good. Is there anybody I would put in the lineup instead of somebody else? Like, who's been really bad? Sasaki's been really bad. I could put in William Chung for Sasaki. Contact against righties, though, is not the best. You'd be better in against lefties. Alright. So we will go with William Chung against lefties, I guess. And then once again, we're going to reorganize this part by batting average, just because maybe it will help us. Like, I doubt it would, but you never know. We are going to a Game 5, so we want to make sure everything is going to be good. I really hope that this team finds itself in Game 5, because if we blow another one, that's going to be really frustrating. Especially, like, with our team being probably close to the end of this franchise mode. We want to be able to find a way to win before the series ends. Like, I don't want to give up on this series until we win, but at the same time, if we start losing players, it's going to be kind of demoralizing, you know? And I think that is good. We will go with that. Boom. All right, so batting order is good to go. Who are we going to be going to for this game? Winner of the series will take on Boston, because Boston has taken out Cleveland, the second-seeded team. So if we could find a way to win this, we might have a better chance. Boston was a wildcard team, though, which is kind of crazy. So it could end up to a battle of two wildcard teams if we lose this game in the ALCS. Okay, trying to think. Who do we want to go for this game? Parker was not very good in Game 1, but we managed to win. Stan was fantastic in Game 2. Kaz was not good. Maybe we go to Stan. And that will give us options of Iwamura and Kaz to start the next series if we get to the next round. Yeah, I think we're going to start Stan the Man. We are going to start Stan the Man in this game. I don't trust Kenny Rabu with a 10-foot pole that he would actually win this game, because he's kind of one of our nobodies on this team. Can we find a way to win this one and win on our home field? Come on, guys, please. Just get me a win. We are going to Stan the Man. Actually, he doesn't have a lot of energy. He actually has a good amount of energy. He could probably go still long into games. They are going to Felipe Pinheiro, which is their ace, who was not good in the first game of the series. Trying to think. Yeah, we're going to go for Stan the Man. We're going to go for Stan the Man. I trust him more than I do Iwamura right now, or Kaz, just based on his first playoff game. He might not be fully energized, but he's pretty damn close. So, let's see what happens. Game 5, looking to get ourselves to the next round. We need a big response after those last two games. We give up a single to start. Oh, boy. And another one. Oh, boy. If they're scoring runs early, though, we could come back and win. But we got to be very careful here. Double play. That's a huge double play. As now they can't really do a sac fly here. Deutschman flies out. Good stuff. That was a big response after a few guys got on pretty early. Theodore Lee grounds out. Kevin Santo flies out. Vincent Seo singles. Seo's definitely been getting better as of late. He was bad one game, but he's been really good since. Charles Nomo grounds out as well. Damn. Alcantara solo shot. Houston's up 1-0. Houston, we might have a problem, which is not great. Come on, Stan. You got to get out of this, man. I know you just gave up one home run, but you got to keep us close. You got to keep us in breathing room. There you go. Good response. Yoko grounds out. Oka grounds out. Tom Lee solo shot to tie the game up. Okay, that's a good response from Tom Lee. This game's tied just like that. Can never count us out. Yamazaki strikes out, and we head to the third. Brady Ray doubles. Ugh, don't like giving up extra base hits, guys. Ground out there. Oralvis Martinez strikes out. And Steve Cortez strikes out. Good response there from Stan. Sasaki grounds out. Theodore Lee singles. He's been one of our best players so far, or maybe our best player. Now, can we get more guys on base? Kevin Sato, fielder's choice. Vincent Seo flies out. We head to the fourth. Deutschman grinds out. Double again from Alcantara. Lawler grounds out. Mauricio hits in a run. Houston has their lead back. Damn it. Rocker grounds out. We head to the bottom of the fourth. They already have 6 hits in this game. We're giving up a bit too much. Charles Nomo grounds out. Yokoyama grounds out. Oku flies out. We head to the fifth, still down by only a run. I think we're going to go one more inning with Stan because he is getting pretty tired here. He's not super tired, but still, I don't think I want to go too long into this game with him. Line out there. Rodriguez flies out. Martinez grounds out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Tom Lee had the home run last time. Can he get another one? Easy singles. Okay, that's good. We could try and steal, but it's a major risk. We are in the middle of the game almost at this point, which means we want to start being aggressive, but maybe not too aggressive yet. Yamazaki flies out, damn it. Maybe here's a good chance to steal. They're probably going to be looking for the steal, though, just because we don't want the double play. But we're going to try and steal. Tom Lee steals second. Huge. So no more double play. Can Sasaki bring in Tom? No, he cannot. Can Theo bring him in? No. And Stan will be coming out. He's been great so far still, I'd say. But we need to go to another good reliever. Leonard Sato will come back in to hopefully keep us in this game. He gives up a single on his first pitch. God damn, man. What's with people and giving up hits on their first pitch? Another single. Cortez is in scoring position now. Oh, no, Leonard. Sack bunt. They have two guys over on first, or not first, third and second. God damn it, man. We could intentionally try and walk, but that's a risk. Lawler walks. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to try and steal home, but who's up to bat? It's Mauricio. He's not been good so far. We could try and pitch to contact. How's his contact against lefties? It's decently high. And we're just going to go pitch. They score in a run and they still have bases loaded. We got to get out of the situation, Leonard. We're down by 2 now. We got to keep this close. Because if we go down by a lot, we are probably going to lose here in Game 5. Oh, man, I don't like this. I don't like this spot. Rocker strikes out. That's a huge strikeout there. Can we get out of the situation? Yes, we can. 3-1 still only. But we are coming down to the wire. We need our offense to show up here now. Sato strikes out. Come on, guys. Seo flies out, and Nomo strikes out. The offense has been so lackluster here in this postseason, despite it being so good in the regular season. Like, Houston's kind of a mid-pitching team, too. Like, do you just need good offense or whatever? You don't need good pitching? Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. Single for Martinez for them. Strikeout there. Nice. Deutzman walks. Come on, guys. We got to get out of the situation, too. We do. We're still only down by 2. But we need our offense to do much better here. So, Yokoyama grounds out. Holy crap, guys. Why can't you hit a single ball? Oka flies out, and Tom Lee strikes out. We don't have a response to them really at all. We only have 4 hits so far. This is not good. Lawler walks. Mauricio strikes out. We are going to probably take Sato out here shortly. Just get through this inning. There we go. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Down still by 2 runs. We need a response here. Yamazaki has been atrocious in this playoff so far. So we are going to make a pinch hitting situation for him. And we're going to bring in Hideki Takahashi to try and get things going a little bit here. Can Takahashi get a hit on his first at-bat of the playoffs? He flies out. Come on, guys. We need to get at least some people on base to get our chance here. Sasaki, I could always sub him out too, but I don't think it's worth it. Pitching change. Robert Joyce comes in for them. Sasaki. Solo shot. Okay. Sasaki with a solo home run. He has not been good this playoff so far, so he pulls us within 1, potentially going into the 9th inning. This is going to be a close finish again, just like last year, it seems like. Theodore Lee grounds out, though. Kevin Sato will ground out as well. We head to the 9th. We're going to bring in our pitching change. Let's bring out Yamashita. Rodriguez walks. Oh, boy. Come on. They single. Come on, man. Is Yamashita not the type of guy I should have went to here? And then they get a 3-run shot. Well, this series is probably over with that hit. Yamashita has completely screwed up things. Holy shit, man. And then he is going to get out of the situation. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. We are going to still intervene and watch. But our team is down by 4 runs. At this point, it's probably not going to be a comeback. But we're still going to intervene and watch here. That really sucks, man. If we didn't give up all those runs that Yamashita just gave up, maybe we'd have a chance here. But it doesn't seem likely that we're going to come back in this one at all. So let me just go here and make sure we are in the middle, because we obviously aren't trying to play this game. We'd like the AI playing instead. But yeah, their closer is going to come in. I think that's their closer at least. Or maybe that's a relief pitcher, actually. Yeah, I don't think that's their closer. Looking to somehow come back in this game. But it looks like we are going to have the same fate as last year. These damn wildcard teams are so lucky. Like, it seems like it's better to be a wildcard team than an actual division winner. There's only a 2% chance we're going to win this game. So, likely we're just not going to see anything happen here. But let's watch anyways, because you never know. Ball to start for CO, who's up to bat. Come on, guys. Let's try and find a way to win. 2% isn't a 0%. Let's try and get guys on base. Oof. I don't know how he missed that one. It was a slider, so he's probably expecting like a fastball, my guess, on that one. Come on, guys. Just get on base. CO can't hit that one. This guy's throwing a bunch of sliders to start. So this guy's an off-speed kind of guy, it seems like. Come on, CO. Just be careful here. Just don't strike out. Get on base. And he pops up. And that's going to be our first out of this 9th inning. Watch, Houston's going to go on to win the World Series, though, if we lose this game. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but our team just gets way too overconfident, I think, after we go up 2-0 in the series. We go to Charles Nomo, who's not been good so far, really, in this playoffs. He's been a little bit inconsistent. He's drawn some walks, but he has just not found his power game that we were hoping he'd have. And his first hit is another pop-up to left field. Damn, man. We head to our last out. There's probably no chance we're going to come back in this unless we have a historic comeback that goes down for the ages. The guy we go to is Yokoyama, who is 3 for 16 in this series. He's been absolutely atrocious despite being one of our best players. Can Yokoyama start a comeback? He takes a ball there, way too high up on that two-seamer. Come on, Yoko. This sucks, man. Why did our team get so overconfident? Maybe I should have went to somebody else to try and close out the series over Vincent Tan. I don't know if that was a bad mistake or not. You guys gotta tell me down below. Oh man, back-to-back strikeouts. We're down to our last strikeout. Yokoyama looking to save our season potentially. Can he get on base? And he puts it up the middle. He does get on base. Okay. See, if we were only down by 1 still, we would have a chance to tie this game up. But being down by 4, there's almost like no chance that it's going to happen. That exit velo was only 76 miles an hour, so that was a little bit of a lucky hit. But we get on base. Stanley Oka now. The double play ball is in this situation too, which kind of sucks. Can Stanley Oka get on base as well? He takes a strike upstairs. He's 0 for 3 as well in this game. 3 for 17 in this series. Like, all of our guys that were really good in the regular season just fell flat in these playoffs because a lot of them are batting over 270. But none of them have done anything here in the postseason, and that's going to be caught. And we are going to lose in the ALDS for the 2nd consecutive season. We do not need to see Houston celebrate because who wants to see that other than Houston Astros fans? But Stan gets credited with the loss. Maybe I should have went to somebody else for that game. But after a fantastic regular season, once again, we are going to be packing our bags early. God damn it, man. We got to find ourselves in these postseasons eventually, right? Like, I definitely still want this team to win. Like, once we start losing guys, like maybe if we lost Iwamura, I would probably say the series should come to an end. But I don't know. It feels like it's a much better opportunity to win the World Series when you're a wild card team. Because, yeah, 2 of the 4 teams remaining are wild card teams. But we just did not get enough effort from our team. Like, Parker was terrible in the 4 innings he pitched in Game 1. Stan was really good in these playoffs despite having a 1-1 record. Kazuhito Hayashi was absolutely terrible after having an MVP season. And Vincent Tan was not very good either, and then we didn't go to Irabu. In terms of our relievers, I mean, Walter Jung was okay. Leonard Sato was actually really good. Eric Yamashita was terrible, blowing that game even more so in that last one. Eric Yamamoto wasn't very good. Vincent Chang didn't play. Philip Chung didn't play. Tommy Wong didn't play. And Tom Koo got to close out 2 games, I think. Yeah, he got to close out, I think, 2 games. which helped us out a little bit. So the pitching was kind of mixed. The batting lineup was also very mixed. Theodore Lee was great at 368. Kevin Sato was good. Vincencio was pretty solid. And then everybody else was kind of like a 176, a 235. Oko went to 167. Tom Lee was actually pretty good, I'd say, at 250. I mean, he was okay at times, not too good at other times. Yamazaki 125 though. Like Yamazaki being that bad from having a really good regular season, just it's deflating. And then we didn't even play our bench players really that much. Damn, man. Well, we are going to finish off wrapping up this regular season. Might as well, since we're an hour and 6 minutes in. Let's just find out who ends up winning the World Series this year. Watch, it's going to be the Houston Astros. No, it's going to be the Dodgers beating the Red Sox in 2036. All right. So the Dodgers are the World Series champions, winning in 5 games. Houston was knocked out in the ALCS by Boston, though. But still, Houston, in my opinion, didn't deserve to even get close to the World Series this year. But they outperformed us, so, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Let me go to those postseason awards here. World Series MVP, Alan Hubbard. Don't think I even know who you were. Former Guardian, okay. Postseason MVPs, though, was Lucas Azarco of Boston and Alan Hubbard as well, okay. Damn. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Tokyo Tropic Turtles Draft to Glory franchise mode. So next episode, we once again begin another off-season. We're going to obviously have our team try and maintain it as much as possible with the salary. Like, I don't know how bad our salary cap situation is going to be this off-season, but I really hope that obviously the team's looking pretty much identical next year. But I obviously hope that a lot of these guys start performing better in the postseason, because it seems like regular season we're almost like one of the best teams, or we are the best team. And then playoffs turn around, and all of a sudden we go back to being just a mid team. So let me see that below, and I'll see you guys next time.